Hello, chat. Long time no see. Welcome to X-Carbovore. My name is Kian Anyan, and it's so good to see you haven't left me. Let's talk more about what took place and why I've been away for about 4 months. Let's talk more about that on the inside. So I know you've been wondering where I've been. Well, as a dad, and many of you may remember, I have a young daughter. She's now 13, but during the time I was posting earlier, she was 12. And she's been going through some things, and I had to manage it as a dad. So I stepped away from the things that I thought was important, like most of you guys might do as well for your children, and I supported her during her period of time of her little journey. In the meanwhile, I fell off of my carnivore, and I've gone so bad. I mean, it's really gone to the worst. So it's time for me to focus a little bit on myself so I could be around for her for some years. And bad news, I'm back on my blood pressure medication because of the weight gain, not because I was having a problem while I was on carnivore. But I've committed myself that I'm going to stay on the medication until we get down to a reasonable kilogram of weight. And I say reasonable, it should be in the 80-something range because that's where I had success before off of my blood pressure medication. Now, what you're going to find is even though I'm on the blood pressure medication right now, my blood pressure is going to be still high. That does concern me just a bit, and it does concern me because I don't want to go back to the doctor. They're just going to change my med, and right now I'm on the strongest dose of losartan that you can get, and so that means they'll probably experiment on a different one, stronger one, another one that's going to keep me dependent. So I knew I had success while I was off of the meds and doing carnivore in a very nice way. Today is my first day back on carnivore, July the 1st. And we have 184 days till the end of the year. I'm trying to make it, guys, as an ex-carbivore so that I can live a longer, healthier, and happy life. So let's talk about my numbers, because one of the things I realize is that when I'm not here with you, being held accountable, it's easier for me to fall off. So what I want to do is keep my videos short enough that it doesn't bore you and that it's easy for me to, throw together so that it doesn't interrupt a heavy part of my day. So we're going to do this thing and jump right into it. And let's start with my body composition. Many of you, I've never shown my photos before, but this is part of my journey, and I want to get down to it, so to speak. So let's look at what I look like. All right, so as you could see from this this chart, I am totally gone. I've been this big before, and yeah, it's not a nice feeling when your clothes don't fit and when the front sticks out and the back sticks out about the same. It's really embarrassing, but we're going to make changes. We're going to make some improvements. As you can see, I'm 102 kilograms right now, which is what? About 224.8 pounds. That's quite a bit of weight to carry on my body, and no wonder why my blood pressure is so high even on medication. So we're going to take everything seriously here. I'm looking to reduce my weight, of course, for many reasons, as you can tell. Remember I told you before that my finger numbness had disappeared? Well, it's back. As the weight came back, so is it. So most likely it's a nerve or something that's being compressed, or it's inflamed. The inflammation might be around the nerves. but I don't have any feeling, no sensation whatsoever. It's like they're asleep. This whole hand is, well, the thumb it's still numb. The most feeling I have is in the pinky, but these four, I don't really feel anything, just numbness and tingleness as if it's been asleep. So, we're going to work on a lot. I know that a lot of changes are going to take place, and most of you know as well, because that's normally what happens. But this time we're going to do this for good. My wife and I were talking earlier, and we talked a lot about vegans and vegetarians and how they're able to maintain a way of eating. There are carnivores that maintain the way of eating for years and years and years, and many have past 20 years in the making. So I want to be one of those. I'm 62 years old now, and I'm looking to get myself well. I retired early in January this year, and we are going to move. We're preparing the house to be sold now, and we live here in Sweden, so the selling process is a little bit different. We set a price, but then there's a bidding process that goes on based on that price. So it could be for more or for less than the price that we set. So a lot of it depends on how nice we make the house. So my work is cut out for me. In the meanwhile, I'm going to be focusing on my eating lifestyle. I want to make sure that I'm around to enjoy my retirement, especially after the house is sold. We're going to be moving, and I'll fill you in on more of that later. But here we are. This is what I look like underneath this beautiful sweater. It's not a good sight. But let's talk more about my measurements now. I think that's the place we should go next. All right, so as I said before, I'm 102 kilograms currently. My neck is a 36 centimeter, shoulders 50, my chest 109 centimeters or centimeters. My left bicep is only 37 centimeters. My right bicep is 36 centimeters. Now, I'm ambidextrous, so I use both right and left hand. I write in print, I sign in left, snowboard like I'm a lefty, I fight like I'm a lefty, I golf like I'm a lefty, I play the guitar like I'm a lefty, but I don't know. I do a lot of stuff on the right too. I'm trying to think right now what else I do with the right. But I write mostly with my right hand until it's my signature time, and then I'm a lefty. So anyway, right arm, right bicep is smaller than my left bicep. My left forearm is 30 centimeters, but my right forearm is 31 centimeters, which is very interesting on that. My waist, oh, this is very, 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 very embarrassing, is 109 centimeters. But my hips is 111 centimeters. So I'm like a barrel right now. I have no real beauty to my shape. You know, the girls like curves, the guys like the V right now, and I'm just a big barrel. My left thigh is 66, my right thigh is 66, my left calf is 42, my right calf is 40. So that's where I'm standing on my measurements. We're going to do my measurements once a week. I know it's probably a lot. Maybe you should be doing it once a month. Let's kind of get a feel for it. Once a month probably is good enough. So we'll take measurements once a month because, I mean, excuse me, who really cares? It's just a kind of a marker. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a carnivore expert. I'm more like a guinea pig. I'm going to show what happens when I eat carnivore. And I'm not someone you should put your trust in. If you would like to try the carnivore diet, there are many, many other medical professionals online. Dr. Ken Berry is one that I talk about mostly. But there are many, 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 many nutritionists, Nutrition with Judy. I can go on and on and on. If you look at some of my old videos, you'll see my Avengers of the Carnivore video. And that has maybe 90% of the people that I listen to and check out. But you can do and you should do your own research when it comes to following the carnivore diet. Okay, so now for a look at my GKI. My GKI is, the GKI, first of all, is the glucose ketone index, and it gives you more of a global picture of how your sugar and your ketone are interacting with one another. Give you a better, more precise picture of what's happening in your body. My GKI today was pretty much non-existent. It was 59. And for a GKI to be active, or for you to even have some sort of ketosis happening in your body, you need to be 9 and below. So sometime this week, I'm sure I'll be within a ketogenic state. But as of right now, that's not the case. So my ketone was 0.1 and my sugar was 5.9. And that gave me a GKI of 59. So let's look now at my blood pressure. So as I've told you before, my blood pressure has gone up even though I'm on the medication. I've been back on the medication for 3 months now. So of course it should have some sort of therapeutic effect. But on 100 milligrams of losartan, I am still hypertensive 1. So as you can see here, my blood pressure is 146/93. And that's a combination of 4 different readings. So it's an average of the 4 different readings for the day. And it's pretty accurate. I never had a systolic less than 90 during any of those. And I did have a diastolic, I never had a diastolic less than 90. My systolic has been in the 150 range or so. I've had days, especially last month, where it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I'm talking 160/100. It was really, really bad. But I'm not far from that now, and as you can see. But I know that as we continue this journey, things are going to get better. Now, something that I normally have not done, that is to share with you my nutrition. And it just so happens that I'm in a calorie deficit. It's something as a carnivore you don't have to do. Now keep in mind, I'm not an expert, but I'm doing this because I'm the guinea pig. I want you to see what happens to me. So in order to do that, I'm going to give you as much information as possible. And one of those things is going to be what I decided to eat for the day. Today, I decided, because it's my first day back, that I just do eggs. And the reason why I said that is, I remember when I did the Atkins diet a long time ago, their induction phase was, it used a lot of eggs. So I thought today, let me just eat some eggs, drink a lot of water, and add some butter. I drink like butter coffee, but it's not coffee, just water with butter when I really feel like it. And I had a good 50 milligrams of butter and water, hot water with butter. It's delicious. Reminds me of popcorn. That's why I like it. And it helps me get my fat intake up. So that's another thing, because it's really hard for me to get my fat in. Some of the meats that we buy, some of the pork that we buy, and things like that, that are really a lot of fatty meats. But it's hard for me to gauge how much or what percentage, even though my app tries to help me. I mean, it's really difficult. And as a nutritional value, you don't always get that because it's 0 carbohydrates. So you're not getting a nutritional breakdown of what it is when I'm purchasing these from the grocery store. So I have to use a preset app number. And a lot of times it's not enough fat on it, even though I know it's a lot of fat. But nonetheless, I've added in a little bit of butter in my nutrition. And let's take a look at my nutrition as it goes right now. So today I only had eggs and butter. And today, believe it or not, I wasn't hungry. I only had 4 eggs, which of course I wanted to have 2,000 calories, but I'm trying to lose weight this time. So I'm eating less than 2,000 calories. I'm eating 1,000. Today I had 1,014 calories. I'm not hungry, but it won't be like this every day. It's my first day in, so give me a break. But I did only have 4 eggs, fried, just over easy. and with salt. And then I drank a lot of water. I think I had more than 1 liter. I normally have close to 2 or 3 liters of water, so I should have drank more water today. And I had my my electrolytes. I take Element, no flavor. And so as you can see here, I didn't have any carbs on July 1st. You can look down here, 48 protein, 0 carbs, 91 grams of fat. And you can see my my energy, or what we call calories, 1,000, a little bit more than 1,000 calories. And that's kind of my ratio. I'm pretty close to where I want to be in the ratio of how I'm eating. I'm eating 80% fat and 20% of protein. And I try to do 0 carbs. You could see there was a day back in June, which was the last time that I took my readings. I had 2 carbs, and I think that comes from something that I had that had 0.8 carbs, and it counted it as a full carb. But nonetheless, I mean, the idea is to have as close to 0 or 0 carbs if you can. And that's what I'm going to try to do. So the way I look at my days, they're going to be like this in the beginning. Probably not just 4 eggs in a day, but eggs for now. That's how I feel. And if I get tired of it, you'll know. I'll probably have some sort of pork or chicken skin, which is one of my favorites now, chicken skin. Of course, everybody loves bacon. Nothing better than sit in front of the TV with some crispy bacon and chicken skin. Oh my goodness, I feel my mouth is watering already because those are some of my favorite foods. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for coming back. And I'm looking forward to doing this more and more and more with you. I'm going to give it my best shot, guys. This is for my life and for my health. So I want to thank you again for joining me. Tell your friends that I'm back, and tell your neighbors that there's a guy like me doing a thing like this. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.